Oh, very highly. I mean, behind the Grand National, it'd be in my top 5, definitely, there's no doubt about it. Do you know, it's extraordinary in this year that it was actually quite quick ground. And I think I'm right in saying that Newbury were watering. And he wasn't a horse who was the most prolific jumper. He could make mistakes. But he was owned by Brian Stewart Brown, who was on the board at Newbury for a while, and a syndicate. And Jamie was very, very good. And I think we beat a horse of Nicky Henderson's, which was very, very pleasing to say the least. But it's always good when a Lambourn horse goes and wins a race of that calibre.
Arctic Call goes away to win the Hennessy Cognac Gold Cup. Arctic Call is the winner.
I don't get very nervous in races or watching my horses run, but I did that day because I really did fancy him and he was trained for the race. And I thought he was an above average horse. And there was a lot of expectations on him. So I can remember it to the T virtually. And
between them as they come to the final fence now, and it's just Many Clouds who's over in front. 100 yards to go, he leads by over a length. It's Many Clouds now and Leighton Aspel in front, and they're going to win the Hennessy in the colours of Trevor Hemmings.
I remember afterwards, the celebrations, we always had dinner with Tim Sider on that Saturday night, going to the pub and getting a phone call from somebody, and it was Trevor Hemmings who didn't make it to the race, and he just said afterwards, "Mr. Sherwood," and I said yes, thinking it was some punter or some press man. "Trevor Hemmings here," and I nearly dropped the phone in the pub. I had to go out and everything because it was so noisy. You know, it was a very, very special day. Yeah, we'd had a bit of a lull, and I had 3 good horses at that time: Puffin Billy, Deputy Dan, and Many Clouds. But to win a Hennessy stroke Coral, as I say, is very, very high up, and it just shows that you, with the right ammunition, one could still do it. So I rather lost my confidence a little bit, but no, it was very, very important.
Trained by Oliver Sherwood, the winner of the Hennessy Gold Cup number 8, Many Clouds.
In past years, everybody has said you need a second season novice because the handicap hasn't really caught up with him. You want an improving horse. You wouldn't want necessarily a 9-10-year-old. They still win it, obviously. But Many Clouds, he was the classic second season novice improving. And I was adamant that I wanted to go for a prep run. I always take the mick out of Alan King now because he went with his horse who raced against him a few times. And he tried to win it without a prep run. I went to Carlisle for his prep run, and he was cherry ripe for that race. But you definitely need, I think, a second season improving youngster.